first time getting to experience it, getting more into art and stuff like that, trying to integrate it with sports. And got a lot of initiatives and stuff on the way.
Anything specifically that you thought was interesting that was connected to basketball?
No, I think just like basketball is an art form. I mean, just like basketball is art in itself, in motion. So a lot of synergy, but got to experience a lot of minority groups that are starting out, new creators, new artists. Got to visit Prism, Scope, a lot of the big art galleries, and I had a good time.
So you noticed the clip of Drew talking about you going at him when you guys were matching up. Did you do that on purpose, or did you even know that you were bumping into him that hard every time you guys matched up?
I mean, in the playoffs, I wouldn't even say like it was a personal thing. It was just like when you're in the playoffs and you know what it takes to win. Drew was one of their guys. That was my matchup. To kind of try to slow him down, and as he was my matchup. So it's like when you get into the midst of things, we're focused on winning. That's it, and whatever it takes. So I don't think I was purposely trying to do something, but my mind was on just like competing at the highest level. And when you're going at it with another competitor, stuff happens.
So you're out there a lot with the coaches after shoot around, going through your reads and stuff like that. What do you feel like you get most out of those sessions with them after practice, after shoot around?
Just like it's just carry over to the game. When you see how they guard you in different ways, your brain is familiar when you go through it and stuff, so you can recognize it faster. And it just helps with your decision making and stuff like that. So going over different looks, coverages, that you might get, how teams guard. Everybody guards in a different way. Some people may W, some people may go under, some people may try to keep a guy matched up on you. And you got to be able to adjust and make the right reads.
What's that process like for you? Because I'm sure you see a lot of different coverages of games. You've been around the league for a little while now. Just the repetition, I'm sure, helps, but being consistent in that aspect, recognizing those, like, what's that process like for you?
It's just preparation. That's really all it is. As you get more into the game, you start to see the game in different ways, from almost like a coach's lens. Different coaches have different styles, so it's like, the players, matter, but it's more about the coverages, and you see where the game can be played at. So just understanding, the game behind the game is like important, if that makes sense.
So like matchup specific, like Cleveland tonight's going to throw a certain thing at you, so you work against that.
Yeah, just what you may or may not. And everybody may adjust and may switch it up, but certain coaches like to coach with certain play styles, and you can kind of like know that. Like back in the day, everybody used to know Brad used to like to play on ice. So when you play against certain teams that were very knowledgeable, they know like that X on the bottom. If you make that pass fast enough, you can make that and get wide open shots all day long. So just being able to read certain coverages and expose the weaknesses.
Do you like these mini-series, playing the same team twice?
I wouldn't say I like it or dislike it. It's just something that's in front of us that we got to kind of deal with.
What are you seeing from this Cavs team?
Very talented defensively, led by a dominant player in Donovan, who's aggressive and talented. So they usually come out and give a good fight, give a good punch, and JB Bickerstaff does a good job of keeping those guys, organized and stuff like that. And they play a physical, tough game.
Have you stayed close with Donovan?
Yeah. Me and Donovan, we went to Spain together this summer for the Sanctuary, which is like a player performance summit that's hosted by the Players, the Union, the Players Association. Donovan is one of the vice presidents now, so we went to Marbella this summer together to lead that initiative.
Is he someone who iron sharpens iron, you guys make each other better?
You could say that. We're just two guys who like to compete. We've been competing for a long time, since we were kids, like since we were probably like 13, 14 years old, however old. So nothing new, same thing we've been doing.
Starting five leads the league in plus minus so far this year. Obviously, it's kind of a small sample size, but what do you think kind of has led to that chemistry? And how much more room do you have to grow?
We got a talented group, that's been playing unselfish this year. It's been kind of the theme, so we're going to have to definitely keep that up, keep defending at a high level, and just keep making the right plays over and over again.
Jaylen, you reposted to Instagram the graphic from ESPN. Is that something that's motivating you?
Not necessarily. What, is ESPN motivating me?
Well, or like people, doubters and haters and
You could say
naysayers.
that. But in a sense, that's how I carry myself. I'm always getting better. It's been the story from me from the beginning of time. Like, I'm going to keep improving, keep getting better. I'm not the same player I was last year, and I won't be the same player a year from now. So just always trying to improve and get better and work on my weaknesses. And I put in a lot of work this summer. Obviously, it was a tough loss losing in the home floor, one game before the finals. And since then, I've been dedicated to making myself a better basketball player.
I feel like it was like just like an unfair shot by them. Like it seemed like a very random
Probably a slow news day.
right?
Nice to not have any context added with it, right?
Yeah, no context. It is what it is. Most people, they don't watch the game, so it's all about just trying to get better and improve and helping my team win, staying consistent in that regard, X, Y, and Z. So that's what my focus is on.
Thank you, Jaylen.
Thanks, Jaylen.
Thanks, Robbie.